Namaste everyone. As usual, we will begin with 3 ohms. But before we do that, let's establish the group consciousness. Think of everyone who is over here within you. Take a deep breath in. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding that you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and our volunteers don't take responsibility for the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution and do only within your capacity. The rule of yoga is there can be no strain whatsoever in what you do. So with that, let's begin our chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum, and as you squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we do LUM. Take a deep breath in. LUM. Release the finger and continue. Last time. Bring your awareness an inch above the perineum, behind the pubic area. As you draw in there, we do VUM, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. VUM. Release the fingers, continue. Now bring the awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body, and as you draw in there, pressing on the middle finger, we do Ram. Release the fingers, continue. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here, as we draw in, we do Yam, pressing on the index finger of the thumb. Yam. Yum. 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 Release the hand, continue. Yum. Yum. Now bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. Release the hand, continue. Last time. I added one bonus, but let's go on to the head, to the middle of the head. We do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Now we go on to the top of the head, and here we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand. Continue. Last time. Keep the eyes closed, observe within. And those of you who know the Ujjayi Pranayam, the Ujjayi breath, please continue doing the happy face breathing. And those of you who need instructions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck, focusing there. As you inhale and exhale in slow, deep breaths, feel a mild sucking sensation. And another easy way to do it without any strain whatsoever is to make a big smile with the cheeks coming out as you inhale and exhale. So either way, if you have any questions, you can ask me. As we continue this happy face breathing, let's go on to the shoulder rotations. As you inhale in Ujjayi, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Hands at the chest, and as you inhale in Ujjayi, stretch up and look up, and exhale, bring the hands by the side and bring it down, and continue. Last exhalation. Make a fist, bend at the wrist and bring it into the chest, chin down. And as you inhale, open out the palms, stretch out and look up. And as you exhale in Ujjayi, make the fist, bend at the wrist, chin down and bring the fist into the chest and continue. Last exhalation. Now, elbows in line with the shoulders, fists below the chin. Inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms as wide as possible. Exhale, make the fist come in again and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Interlock the fingers, bring the knuckles behind the head. Inhale, expand the chest, pull back the shoulders, expand the elbows, and as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. Exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back up. Continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now we'll do a quick neck exercise of the 360 degrees. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, half a circle. And exhale, complete the circle. And continue. Last exhalation, let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can go on to our spinal twisting. So with the sound ah as we exhale, we go to the right, left, back, and chin down. We do the M sound, ma. So now take a deep breath in and let's twist to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Second round, twice in each direction to the right. Second time. To the left. Second time. To the back. Second time. Chin to the chest. Second time. Now we go on to the third round, 3 times in each direction. Second time. Third time. To the left. To the back. Oh, a third time. One more time. To the back. Second time. Third time. Chin to the chest. Third time. Now we can cross one leg over the opposite thigh, get hold of the knee, and as you exhale, squeezing the perineum, draw the knee to the left shoulder, to the other opposite shoulder as you turn the head the other way. We do the sound lum. Take a deep breath in. Lum. Second time. Lum. Last time. Lum. Let's cross the leg over the opposite side. Let's go. Lum.
Lum.
Lum. Third time. Lum. Now, sit up straight and observe the stretch within you, and we do 3 times ah or o, ah or om, whichever makes you feel better. Take a deep breath in. Now we can stand up, and those of you who don't have good balance, you can remain seated. Those of you who are standing, keep the feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider than that, so that you have good balance. The feet should be, the inside of the feet should be parallel to each other. So bring your hands to your hips, whether you're seated or standing. And as you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come on. Inhale, push on the other side and make the backward arch. And exhale, come on. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now, get hold of your elbows behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Pull back, lift up the chin, pull back the shoulders, and make a backward arch with equal weight on both the feet. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel. Take another deep breath in, go back further, and as you exhale, slowly come up. Keep the chin up and shoulder pulled back, and lean forward. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the hands towards the floor. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist the hips to the left and hold your left leg with both your hands as you turn your head as far to the left as possible. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the right and hold your right ankle with both your hands. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come to the middle. Now, get hold of your ankle or your feet, and as you exhale, keeping the chin up, pull down and stay down. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop your head in between the knees. And as you inhale, slowly come up. Now, we'll go around the hips. Those of you who are seated, if you want to get hold of something, you can keep the balance and go around the hips. And those of you who are standing, bring your hands to your hips, and as you inhale, swing around, come forward, exhale, go backward, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can take the seat and we do the alternate nostril breathing. Begin inhalation from the left nostril, exhale through the right, inhale through the right and exhale to the left and continue. Once you complete the last exhalation through the left nostril, we will go on to the spinal mantra. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Jim Jaim Haim, 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 Jim Jaim Haim. Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck, to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om, 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 Haim, Aim, Om. Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Aim, Shim, Jim. Now we go on to our 3 rounds of Bhastrika. So here we go. Inhale, stretch the shoulder back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Now let's get ready for the second round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. exit. 20, exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramari. Now let's go on to the last round of Bhastrika. Get ready. Exit. Inhale. Exit. 2. Exit. 3. Exit. 4. Exit. 5. Exit. 6. Exit. 7. Exit. 8. Exit. 9. Exit. 10. Exit. 11. Exit. 12. Exit. 30. Exit. 40. Exit. 50. Exit. 60. Exit. 70. Exit. 80. Exit. 90. Exit. 20. Exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramari. Now we can get ready for meditation. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel a lightness come on to you. If you have a preferred method of meditation, you can do that. If not, visualize a rising vibration from the lowermost part of the sternum going through you and out of the top of the head. And visualize that flow as Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im as it flows. And as you do that, we will have Om playing in the background. Yes, Haim Im Om. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. Become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we were born. We came into this body. Whenever you feel you're ready to open the eyes, raise the palm of your hands and bring it a few inches in front of the face. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, very, very gently open the eyes and look straight into the palm of the hands. With that, we end the session for a practice session for today. But today being Sunday, we have our half-hour extra time for any questions or any other conversation you would like to have, comments, questions. So please feel free to unmute yourself and speak up if you have any questions.
Happy Mother's Day to...
Oh, happy Mother's Day to all of you. In fact, for me, every day is a happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody, all the mothers.
Thank you, Babu.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
the CYA seminar of this morning, is that going to be recorded somewhere?
It is already recorded. Actually, Avni is the person who knows where it is.
Okay.
So, Avni will be the best guide to find it for you. You have her email, right? Send her an email.
Okay. Because this morning you provided me the link, and when I signed on the link, it said your application is being reviewed and we'll let you know, but it never happened. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was never able to join it. So
I see. I was a little puzzled why that happened, but I will look into it. But it is recorded and available. And actually, if you like a mini 5-minute presentation of it, I can give you.
yes, please.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions, comments? Okay. Then I'll give you the quick 5-minute presentation of what we did this morning.
I think that will be very useful because not many of us were there probably.
Yeah. So it was called Modern Scientific Measurements of Health and Yoga Impact, Scientific Integration of the Body, Mind, Spirit for Health and Healing. So the first point over there was any measurement of health concepts has a concept of measurement parameters, like whatever you're used to in whichever system of medicine. There is a notion of optimum, and there is the notion of divergence from optimum as something that connotes ill health. So the outline of it was given with respect to traditional approach to measuring health, the modern research approaches of the traditional systems, a systematized approach for therapy which we have developed as measured yoga therapy. So in the Ayurvedic sense, there is something known as Ashtapariksha of Ayurveda, that is 8 ways of assessment. One of them, which is most people are familiar with, is the pulse-based vibration assessment. But then the bulk of the other assessments include, like commonly done in many other systems of medicine, urine, stool, tongue. And then, of course, in Ayurveda, they also focus on the sound of the voice, the feel of the skin tone, look on the face, and the posture as well. And then we have this intuitive approaches also, is the innate meditative sensing, a yogi can sense, or it could be induced meditation sensing with the use of drugs, mudra, sounds, and creating special fire, smoke, and things like that. Then external sensing tools include like dowsers, pendulum, shells, and this is called the Prashna Shastra as a general thing from in Kerala, but the same tradition is used in many other systems also. The concept of pre-post measurements is not very much used, but it is a concept that is there in traditional systems because people can intuitively sense that something is working for you, so they don't look to measure it objectively. But you can do it through looking at the three-finger changes that happen in the left hand, the right hand. And the left hand has an important element. It is considered your innate element, and the right hand is considered your transitory element. The modern research approaches have the physiological elements that people have gone into with respect to yoga practices. They look at the cardiopulmonary parameters and the heart rate variability. And then when it comes to vibration-related elements, it is of the electromagnetic or electroconductance approaches, like galvanic skin sensing, electrical resistance of acupuncture points, and electrophotonic imaging. And all of these generally correlate with the Chinese biomeridian system. Then we have the pulse-based approaches, which is more common in Ayurveda, where they look at the pulse vibration to understand the dosha and all of that. But today, many systems also try to correlate it with with Chinese medicine, because both are the same. It is only the sensory perceptive and the language of how it is interpreted is different. But finally, both of them target the same organ systems as being deficient or that kind of an assessment related to it. So the Veda pulse is one system available that does that. Another one is called Nadi Tarangini, and then there is one called Nadiswara, Nadiswara, and that one actually is fully on the biomeridian basis, even though they talk about Ayurveda, and all its healing is done through the biomeridian basis. Then the scalar wave technology is through the Metatron. Actually, it's a spiritual system through Metatron technology. The pulse-based Veda pulse, it is like a clip that comes onto both the hands, and then they measure. And because they are able to translate the Vata Pitta Kapha into also acupuncture, they use a probe to do laser this thing for healing through acupuncture points. But finding the acupuncture point requires a lot of training, and it is not an easy thing to do. Anatomically, if somebody tells you it is there, to feel and get the exact point, which is like a pin level of pinhead kind of thing, is a little difficult. The other pulse-based approach, as I said, was Nadi Tarangini on the left-hand side. It is simply looking at it's like a Doppler looking at sound vibration. And then the other one over here, Nadiswara, looks at the same thing. But that again, the picture comes like a heart rate, this thing, just like the Veda pulse. And from that comes they are able to assess which acupuncture point needs stimulating. Now, once we get into our preferred technology goes through with the electrophotonic imaging, it is because the electrical systems directly get into the Chinese system and that way into each organ system. But any Ayurveda-based approach first translates it in terms of Vata Pitta Kapha before going into the organ system. So a direct, quick way to do it is that, and more importantly, from a user perspective, like this reading with the electrophotonic imaging can be done in little as 1 minute. Whereas on the other hand, all the other systems require a little longer for you to hold over there. And on the right-hand side, the picture you see of the acupuncture point in that machine, this is called electroacupuncture according to Voll, where the person holds a brass handle which generates 1.5 volts of electricity. In normal skin, you will not find any response to that. But in acupuncture point, you can see the electrical conductance. And that tells you what is the health of the acupuncture points based on electrical conductance. Now, what exactly are these measuring? They're actually measuring the subtle body, which is the Sukshma Sharir right in the middle. And of course, allopathic medicine is measuring the gross body, and the Karana Sharira, the spiritual body, is measured by the Metatron technology. Now, the correct application of these measurements must take into account sensitivity of time and place, the state of the mind of the person, and things like that. Otherwise, the readings are not reliable. You wouldn't know where to heal, which organ is deficient. If people have medicine in the system, then it is not readable accurately. And there's the concept of left and right. And this, by taking all of this knowledge together, we have pioneered the concept of pre-post measurement to predict immediately the therapeutic potential by looking at if you have any one intervention like a breathing practice. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a food item, it could be a medicine you take, all of them can be measured. And we developed this in 2015 and called it as Measured Yoga Therapy. And because we also published it and so anybody can use it. We didn't claim any patent for it, but we did claim a trademark for the Measured Yoga Therapy. And by registering it as a trademark, if anybody else uses it, the people will know that it's not our this thing, but they are using the generic knowledge. So this way, for anything we do for which we have good understanding with having worked with 1200 cases. So this is the paper which we have published and available. And as a way to share it with more people, we worked with about 24 people over the last 3 years whom we have trained. Now we are offering it as a 2-year program from July through May, starting this July. And it's a training and certification program where people who don't care about certification don't need to worry about it, and people who just want to join for the sake of learning, they are welcome to join. The main method used is the BioWell, the pre-post measurement, which essentially gives us 41 organ systems for us to assess. And the entire program offered in 2 years. The first year has 7 courses. The first part is to understand the structure of existence according to yoga. So it's divided into 2 courses. The first one relates to the Yoga Sutras, where we do a line-by-line understanding of the Yoga Sutras. And the second one is about the Pancha Pranas and the Nadi system, the chakras, and how the mechanism of yoga works. And then thereafter, the next 2 courses relate to the health assessment. How do we understand, the understanding of the anatomy, physiology, and the health and mechanism of health through all the different systems, both allopathic and other systems, what exactly, how we understand it. And the measurement approaches are the 2 courses that come for health assessment. Then after that, we have the therapy schematics. How do each common practice we do affect what nadis in the yoga mechanism and what organ systems? And then we go into the allopathic diseases and how they correlate with different yoga mechanisms and what practices affect how. And then sensitivity in the application of measured yoga therapy so that you know how to apply it properly. Then the second year, we go through case studies, approximately 200 cases we go through to make sure that you understand how to apply. But even after all of that, people generally are not ready to have the highest level of certification. So we offer certification at 5 levels so that people can gradually begin even after they have done only with some of them and not necessarily all. Like for example, if a person does the first 5 courses over here, first 4 courses, they are ready to begin working through reading and all of that assessments, and they become, as they start going into the 5th, 6th, and 7th, they become more trained. So that is why there are different levels of certifications that are available. And those who don't want certification, only learning, that's fine. It is a Saturday-based 2-hour classes that are held. For people who are going for deeper learning, then in which case they will need to spend more with homework and preparations and things. People who just want to listen are welcome to come. And that is the distinction between a panelist and an attendee. Attendee simply listens. The panelists want to be engaged. So we will have more homework and things for them. And the details of it are available at this link. And this was the presentation for today. And if you want to see the link, it is easy to go. If you go to lifeinyoga.org, you will see right over here, right in this thing, Measured Yoga Therapy Training beginning July 13th. You click on it and you will get the whole Measured Yoga Therapy program. And you can share this with anyone who is interested. And this basically goes into what exactly it is, the approach of Measured Yoga Therapy, and then the measurement approach for whom, those seeking to learn and deepen their understanding of yoga in a scientific way, those with professional interests who want to be certified. Whether you want to be certified or not, if you are interested in the knowledge, you can come. And how is it done? And then there is the 2-level interactive participant as a panelist on Zoom, and those as attendee. Everything is Zoom based over here. It is not a on-site kind of place. And then certification versus not being versus courses. In other words, certification is independent of courses. You can take the certification exam anytime, whether you attend courses or not. And the course sequence, I've already explained to you, this goes into the same kind of thing. The different levels of certifications are mentioned, and there is no prerequisite to attend. But if you're attending as a panelist in a course, you want to make sure you have adequate preparation with respect to the previous knowledge of whatever is needed. And so all of these, including the dates, when they start, end, is all listed over there, and the second year program. And then after that, you have the each course description in much more detail you have in this document. What does it cover and things. So full course descriptions are there, so you can take a look at it. And so this is what it's all about. So with that, I'm going to close over here. So any questions or anything else you have interest?
Are there going to be prerequisites for people to have medical training or something?
And actually what it is as you go along, if you need any understanding of medical training, then in which case we'll refer you to videos that are available on YouTube. So for you to join in, there is no prerequisite for medical training. Any other questions, comments?
I had a question.
Yes.
It's a meditation one though.
Okay.
That's okay. I was wondering, when we're in meditation, and I think I know what samadhi is, but I was wondering, like, when it's all black, I've heard people refer to it as like the void, which is samadhi feels better than the void does.
Let's see.
what is-
Let me explain where void comes from.
Mm.
The void actually comes from the Buddhist tradition, where Buddhist is a tradition that doesn't believe in the concept of God. Okay? So what happens is silencing the mind is the objective over there, and not being reactive. Whereas on the other hand, this is the distinction between mindfulness meditation and transcendental meditation. Whereas the focus of yoga is transcendence, to connect into the source, into God. So the concept of void comes from this tradition of coming from Buddhism. And by the way, what has happened is a lot of people who don't understand the higher elements of meditation and the samadhi concept, they actually keep talking of void. And I have seen many people do that.
Yeah. So if I've okay, let's just say that I've seen like this black place, and there's like this wall of faces, like all of these faces. Did you ever see anything like that?
See, the thing is, what happens is when the Yoga Sutra is very clear that when you experience things where you start seeing things and things like that in your meditation, those are actually, they fall into the questions or queries that may be within your own sense, subconsciously. So whatever your questions or queries may be, it is perhaps giving you answers or something related to that. Whereas on the other hand, once those are now some people, because if they see visually things, they would see it, but other people don't see visually, they will simply be able to sense things on their own. So for different people, it appears in different ways based upon what kind of programs are running within them.
Thank you.
Any other questions, thoughts?
I do want to say that you did that presentation really good in 15 minutes, by the way. Okay. All right. Namaste.
Namaste. So see you all tomorrow. Namaste.